here comes the whole family, under the moon so bright. When darkness falls, they howl with all their might. They roam the woods with fur so wild and free, a family of werewolves howling in harmony. We're the whole family, a pack so tight. Underneath the stars, we howl through the night. Werewolves together, forever we'll be, bound by blood in our family. From dusk till dawn, we hunt with stealth and grace. Our senses keen as we roam every place, through forests deep and valleys wide. The whole family runs with werewolf pride. We're the whole family, a pack so tight. Underneath the stars, we howl through the night. Werewolves together, forever we'll be, bound by blood in our family. Moonlight guides our way through the darkest hour. In our veins, the wolf's ancient power. Through generations, our legacy lives on. In the heart of the night, we'll howl as one. We're the whole family, a pack so tight. Underneath the stars, we howl through the night. Werewolves together, forever we'll be, bound by blood in our family. The whole family, beneath the moon's glow. Through trials and triumphs, together we grow. In the realm of the night, we...
Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are back with Ariel, and she is gonna be getting ready for today because today is the triplets' birthday and we're gonna be aging them up. So she's gonna take a shower, brush her teeth, and then get ready for the day. After getting ready for the day, Ariel headed upstairs, and once she reached the kitchen, she saw that DeMarcus was up and making the cakes for the triplets party later today. So she decided that she was just gonna give him a couple kisses, and then she was gonna head upstairs to get the triplets dressed for the day. Meanwhile, Deacon was already upstairs and he started by going to wake up Mason so he could feed him his breakfast, while Ariel wakes up Mia and breastfeeds her. And then after he was done feeding Mason, he's gonna wake up and feed Marcus. Feeding Maya, Ariel took her over to her diaper changing station so she could change her diaper, and then she's gonna go and change Mason's diaper while Deacon changes Marcus' diaper. So after making sure everybody was changed, DeMarcus was finally done making all the cakes, and he decided to head upstairs so he could help everybody get changed into their outfit for the day, which they all got put into matching Adidas outfits. The only difference was the color, which they all got put into their main colors, which is green, purple, and black. And then they headed out so they could take the triplets to the beach for the day. Once they arrived at the beach and changed into their swimming outfits, they decided that they were going to take the triplets to the water and just dip their feet in and just let them have fun with that for a while. After playing in the water for a while, they decided that they would head over and build a few sand castles with the triplets and just play a little bit in the sand.
If you ride with me, don't gotta work for the both of us. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry and in love. When you ride with me, don't gotta worry when tomorrow comes. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry now.
After everybody was done building their sandcastles, they finally got the call that Anya and Kaden and everybody was out of school, so they could finally head to the main house for the party. So they just decided to play with the kids for a little bit longer and then head to the main house and meet up with everybody. So Ariel them end up meeting up with the twins and Demetrius at the main house, and Ariel end up setting Maya down, but she eventually picks her back up and brings her into the house. Once in the house, they all say hey to Zane, Zuri, and Riker, and then they end up passing Marcus and Mason over to them so they can say hey and wish them happy birthday. And Ariel finally comes in with Maya, who she sat on the ground. But they just say hey to everybody, and they're just waiting on the rest of the people to show up. And Damien ended up being the first person to show up. He ran in there super fast, but he also came to wish the triplets happy birthday, but he had to say hey to Caden first. And when everyone was done showing up, they picked up the triplets and headed into the kitchen so they could blow out the candles for their cake. And so here is Marcus. He was the firstborn, so he blew out his first, and this is what he looks like aged up, which he looks like his dad. And then so Mason was the secondborn, so he blew out his candles next, and this is him aged up. Again, they all look like their parents. And then lastly, Maya blew out her candles, and then this is the beautiful Maya once I aged them up and dressed them all up, which they still have their signature colors. And then so after that, everybody decided to get some cake and then just spend time with each other while they ate cake. So while everybody was enjoying their cake and just having an amazing time, just chatting it up, we start to see the triplets' personalities a little bit more, starting with Maya, who we can tell is going to be a little troublemaker with how she was banging on the dishes and just making a mess. While we can see that Mason is kind of, laid back and chill and more to himself. Last but not least, we do have baby Marcus also showing off his personality. He's just hiding over here in the cut, but he's just over here enjoying his little slice of cake, just being adorable, not really being too bad like his little sister, but we'll give her a pass. It is her birthday. So after spending a lot of time with each other, the party's coming to an end. Everybody's saying goodbye. Caden is hugging Zane goodbye because they have been spending a lot more time together. So a few days later, after the triplets' birthday, Ariel and the twins had some business that they had to go take care of. So they're leaving Anya and Kaden in charge of Demetrius and the triplets. And so this is kind of like their first time leaving them in charge of the kids by themselves. So they're putting a lot of faith in them. And Ariel has to lecture Demetrius to be good, and she better not hear anything bad when she gets back about him. And he's just making promises that he probably isn't going to keep. And so after saying their goodbyes, they left them in charge of the kids. So once Ariel and the twins were gone, Anya and Kaden went to get breakfast started for the triplets. They went to put them in their high seat, which the only one who still needed to be put in his high seat was Marcus. So Anya ended up grabbing some chicken nuggets out of the fridge for Maya, since that is the only thing she likes to eat as a picky eater. And Demetrius is going to get some yogurt for Mason, and Kaden is going to put Marcus in his high chair and also feed him, which I believe he's going to give him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because although they are all triplets, they all like different kinds of food, and if you give them something they don't like, they're really picky. And for some reason Kaden was like invisible for a second in my game, but it ended up working itself out. So he's gonna get Marcus his peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then they're all gonna just get their own breakfast and sit down and eat together. They're getting their own food. Everybody decided to sit down and eat their breakfast. And if you haven't noticed, I have given Anya and Kaden a makeover, which there are pictures and videos on my TikTok and Patreon if you want to check those out. But they just decided to sit down and have some sibling chit chats, because they've been, well, Anya and Kaden have been spending a lot more time together, which you would get if you would watch my Twitch. I've been doing a lot with them, and they're also like pictures showing them going to clubs and stuff. So they've just been spending a lot of time together, having a lot of fun. And so while they were just chit-chatting, Demetrius decided that he would ask if he could go hang out with his friends after Ariel already told them that he's not allowed to leave the house. So obviously Kaden and Anya, hearing that, told him that no, he cannot go hang out with his friends. He has to stay in the house like their mom said. And Demetrius, he was mad. He was not hearing none of that. That really upset him to hear that he couldn't go out, hang out with his friends. So he decided that he was just gonna yell at Anya and Kaden. And then he decided that he was gonna storm up to his room, since they are not being fair and being really mean to him. So after keeping the triplets busy all day by playing with them, it was finally time for bed. So Anya and Kaden gave them their baths and put them on their sleeping clothes and put them into bed. Kaden had to read Marcus a story because that is the only way he would go to sleep, while Anya put Maya and Mason into their beds for the night. After Anya and Kaden were done putting the triplets to bed, they headed over to Demetrius' room just to make sure that he was done getting dressed for bed and was actually getting into bed. So while they were doing that, he did come out with a little attitude and made sure he rolled his eyes as he walked by them, and he happily got his little mean self into bed. So after everyone was all in bed, Kaden and Anya ended up inviting Damien, Fetu, Tess, and Jolene over so they could hang out. And so they went downstairs and met them, and obviously Kaden had to give his smooches to Damien. And then after that, they headed up to Kaden's room. Once in Kaden's room, they decided to have a little smoke sesh, which is kind of the reason why Kaden and Zane hang out a little bit more, is because we all know that Zane is the new drug dealer of the family. He took over the family business, so Kaden is getting it from him. So that's kind of why him and Zane were hugging at the twins party, because they was kind of exchanging a little bit there. But as you can see, Kaden and Anya are more adults now. They do party more, and as you can see, they smoke now. So they are getting up into the age, and they are hiding this from their parents. Obviously Ariel them have no idea, which is why they waited for Ariel them to be gone from the house to do this. But I don't know, they just come in a little bit more out their shell and get into their own individual personalities. After they were done with their little smoke session, Anya, Kaden, Damien, and Fetu decided to head over to the couch and play a little video games while Tess and Jolene were still smoking a little bit. Meanwhile, while Kaden and Anya were having their little get together, Demetrius ends up getting a phone call from his friends telling him that he should come over and hang out with them at Ava's house. So Demetrius, being a little badass that he is, told them that of course he would come and hang out with his friends. And so after getting off the phone with them, he went and changed his clothes and headed downstairs. And once downstairs, he went and ran right out the door to go meet his friends at Ava's house. So upstairs, while that was happening, Tess and Jolene decided that they were finally gonna join everybody in the video game. So they got up and headed to go play video games with everybody else. While they were playing video games, Anya ended up getting a phone call from their parents letting her know that they'll be home in a few hours, and just to make sure that everybody is in bed and all of that. And Anya let her know that they put everybody to bed and they will have everything cleaned up and good whenever they arrive home. So after playing video games for a while, everybody decided to get up and do their own thing. Tess and Jolene decided to get up and have a little makeout sesh. And Kaden and Damien were just being cute and decided to just have a little fun and dance. And so something was bugging them though. They just felt like something was off in their system, like just something just wasn't sitting right with them. So Kaden decided that he was gonna ask Damien if he could go upstairs and make sure everybody was still sleeping. So Damien turned into his bat and then went upstairs real quick, and then he hurried up and came back to let them know that actually Demetrius is not in his bed and he's actually not in the house at all. So after hearing that news, everybody got spooked and decided to go rush and check the entire house to see if they can go find him. But that is the end of the video, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Always belong. The whole family's how forever it's wrong.